What's up, SFNEOnline fans? This is John, your co-host of the Grove Show here, back for another episode of Why Are They Gone? But before we get into the idea of which one it is, please subscribe and like this video and our page, because you don't know what other content is coming out. And also go on our Facebook page so you know and keep up with the updates of the breaking news of the amusement park industry. Also, go on Instagram and TikTok for fun videos and pictures. But, are you ready for Why Are They Gone? This episode of Why Are They Gone is some earth-shaking. Oh my god, it's a volcano! Yes, it's Volcano Blast Coaster here at Kings Dominion Park in Doswell, Virginia. This was once a inverted Intamin launch coaster at Kings Dominion Park in Doswell, Virginia. This was a unique coaster. That was a blast. That was a very big blast for you. It used to blast you through a volcano, and used to send you through sick and twisty, windy coaster track. But before we get into why it's gone, let's get into some history on this very hot lava pit. The Volcano Mountain was a freestanding mountain that was man-made before the coaster actually was built originally. It was a man-made mountain that they had built in the park. It was first used for Lost World in 1979, and then became Land of Doos, and then the Voyage to Atlantis, and then the Haunted River, and then became the Smurf Mountain, and then it closed in 1993. The park had other ideas for the freestanding mountain, and on July 22nd, 1997, Kings Dominion unveiled the name of the new ride, Volcano Blast Coaster, along with several other rides specific in a press release announcement. At a cost of $20 million, the new ride would become the first launched roller coaster in the world to be inverted. When it was finished, Volcano would also become the first part of the park's 10th roller coaster, and Kings Dominion began marketing its collection of coasters as the largest on the East Coast. Manufacturer Intamin based the prototype design on their suspended catapult coaster model. In order to begin construction, several holes had to be sliced into the mountain to begin the process of gutting the interior. Some of the biggest challenges included installing the coaster's climax, a 155-foot tall rollout inversion where the track exists, where the track exits the structure. The mountain peak itself, which had to be modified itself into a wide opening that resembled a volcano. The new coaster was also plagued with a variety of technical issues long before it opened. At that time, the LIM technology was still fairly new to the industry, and Intamin's system was initially buggy. Yeah, that's right, Intamin's system was buggy. Kings Dominion understood the challenge, and having faced similar obstacles with the nearby other coasters. Originally, Volcano only featured one LIM launch at the beginning of the ride. The trains ended up failing to exit the volcano constantly. During early testing, often or not, they also had rollbacks. Although Volcano's design accounted for rollbacks and allowed them to occur safely and frequently, of the problem but frequently the problem led to multiple delays of the ride's grand opening. After several months of postponing, Volcano, the blast coaster, eventually opened to the public on August 3rd, 1998. During its first year of operation, the park opted to run the trains at half capacity as a temporary solution, reducing the weight and the number of rollbacks. For the 1999 season, a second set of LIMs were added further along their launch track. This supplied the added boost needed to crest the 155-foot rollout inversion on a constant basis and eliminate majority of the rollbacks. In addition to being the first of its kind to use an LIM launch system, Volcano opened as the fastest inverted roller coaster in the world at that time, reaching a max speed of 70 miles an hour. The previous record holder, Anthropologist, at nearby Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, featured a top speed of 67 miles an hour and opened a year earlier in 97. Volcano's featured rollout at 155 feet, making it the tallest inversion of any roller coaster of its kind at that time. Here's the layout of the coaster what the coastal layout looked like to a rider. Volcano's layout simulated the path of a volcanic eruption. Upon boarding one of the three trains at the base of the mountain, riders made a slow turn out of the station. The train then moved into its first of two launch tracks, which accelerated the train to 70 miles per hour. It had multiple launches. First launch took you through the ride's camera section. And you got a whopping cool camera picture from that one. After making a sweeping 200-degree turn behind the mountain, the train entered the second launch tunnel, which by a vertical section ended in a rollout element. The rollout, similar to a sidewinder, was a vertical section of the track, followed by a quarter loop to bring the train completely upside down. Ooh! And then a loose half corkscrew turn there. The highest point of the rollout is 155 feet, as I said before, above ground level, which made it the highest inversion at any of the King's Dominion coasters. It was even taller than Dominator at 135 feet. After the rollout, the train made a sweeping turn around the mountain, followed by a heartline roll in midair. The train made another turnaround and passed through a second heartline roll, which was embedded into the side of the mountain. After another turnaround and a third heartline roll, the train made a turning 80-foot drop into a final brake run. That's a heart attack waiting to happen. After a left turn, the train returned to the station. By that time, you probably needed a new pair of underwear. But why is this one of a kind coaster gone, you ask? Well, it did operate for the first part of the 2018 season. It lasted that long. And then the coaster was closed. And stayed closed. From what I got from reports and from the research, King's Dominion found out that the coaster needed serious work. Also, the mountain needed a lot of work as it was falling apart. Also, the park claimed that the ridership was also down. That could have happened too. but mainly the reason it was closed was it would had cost the park a good amount of money to overhaul the mountain and also even the ride's mechanical parts. To save money and avoid any incidents that the park did decide to retire the coaster. And this ending the life of the man-made mountain and the first of its kind Intamin coaster as well. It was retired and demolished in 2019. And sadly, the coaster itself, the trains, are now in the Hall of Fame at the Museum of Roller Coasters, actually. National Museum of Roller Coasters, if you wanted to go see them. There was plenty of different rumors that were going around on the Volcano site, but apparently this year they announced what was going towards that area and on that area. I'm not going to get into that. But if you like this episode of Why They Gone and want more information or want more of me, John, or Dr. Giggles, please subscribe. If you like this video, like it. If you hated it, say it. I don't care. But if you want to see any more full content, please like and subscribe to our Facebook page, our Instagram, our TikTok, and including this page. But until then, keep on coasting, y'all. Peace.